Welcome, curious minds, to another deep dive. Today we're plunging into the glittering, often intense world of Bollywood royalty. Specifically, we're focusing on one of its most dynamic and, well, undeniably influential figures, Kareena Kapoor Khan. We've received a really fascinating stack of sources, mostly excerpts from a pretty comprehensive biography, Kareena Kapoor Khan, A Bollywood Odyssey. Our mission, as always, is to kind of distill the essence of her incredible journey for you. We're talking everything from her legendary lineage, the very air she breathed growing up, to her multifaceted career, actress, author, cultural icon. We're here to uncover the strategic choices, the sheer talent, and maybe that unwavering resolve that truly makes her stand out, especially in an industry that demands so much, where, let's be honest, longevity is pretty rare.
Exactly. And this isn't just about, ticking off dates on a timeline. It's more an exploration of how a star like her not only navigates a demanding, often relentless industry, but also how she actively balances tradition with modernity, and crucially, how she consistently reinvents herself decade after decade. By the end of this, you're going to get a concise but I think quite thorough understanding of her enduring impact. You'll see the nuanced layers of her influence.
Okay, let's unpack this right from the start because it's so fundamental to understanding her. Kareena Kapoor Khan was born into cinema's first family.
Hmm.
And this isn't just any acting family, is it? We're talking about a dynasty that basically shaped Indian cinema.
Oh, absolutely. What's truly fascinating here is the sheer depth, the historical weight of her lineage. This isn't just like one or two generations of actors. It's foundational to Indian cinema itself. Her great-grandfather, Prithviraj Kapoor, he wasn't really an actor. He was a pioneer, a real visionary who founded this whole cinematic dynasty, established the iconic Prithvi theaters. Then her legendary grandfather, Raj Kapoor, an absolute titan of cinema, known globally as the showman, actor, director, producer. His influence is still huge today.
Wow.
And then her father, Ranbir Kapoor, and mother, Babita Kapoor, both successful actors themselves. And of course, her older sister, Karisma Kapoor, also a hugely renowned and successful actress. So you see, the silver screen isn't just in her blood. It's practically, well, it's the history she inherited.
So she was essentially destined for it, surrounded by immense talent, massive expectations, and a very public spotlight from, like, day one.
That environment, I mean, it gives you unparalleled access, sure, but it must have also presented some unique challenges. How do you even begin to carve out your own path with that kind of formidable history hanging over you?
That raises a really important question, I think, for anyone born into a public legacy. How do you carve out your own distinct identity when such a formidable family precedes you? When every single step is viewed through the prism of what came before, it sets a truly unique stage for her entire career path. It creates both immense opportunities and, crucially, these unique pressures. Pressure to live up to a name that's synonymous with cinematic greatness. The expectation wasn't just to act, but to excel, to innovate, to carry forward this, like, near-century-old tradition.
Right. But despite that almost preordained background, it's intriguing that she didn't just walk straight onto a film set. There was a bit of a diversion first, wasn't there? Tell us about her education and those initial explorations. Yeah, indeed. And it's quite telling. Her early education was pretty rigorous. Prestigious places like Jamnabai Narsi School in Mumbai, then Welham Girls School in Dehradun, both highly regarded academically. She also attended Mithibai College, continuing her studies in India. So she had this strong academic grounding, which maybe set her apart from some others who might jump straight into the industry.
But there's that really surprising twist, isn't there? She actually ventured into something totally different, almost the opposite, before committing to acting. It really speaks to, I don't know, a deeper curiosity, a desire to define her own journey, even if just for a bit.
Absolutely. This is where her biography gives us a compelling glimpse into her own agency, her own choices. She briefly studied microcomputers at Harvard Summer School.
Microcomputers, wow.
Yeah, which, as you say, is quite a leap from Bollywood glamour. Then after that, she came back to Mumbai and enrolled in law school.
Law school too, okay.
Right. So if we connect this to the bigger picture, it shows someone who wasn't just passively accepting this predestined path into cinema. She actively explored other intellectual avenues, other possibilities, maybe outside the protective bubble of her film family. You have to wonder, how might those analytical skills, maybe honed in studying law or computers, have subtly influenced her later career choices, her script selections, even how she breaks down a character. Ultimately, she did choose to leave law studies to pursue what she clearly felt was her true calling, but not before showing this kind of curious, independent streak.
Okay, so after those fascinating detours, law and microcomputers, she makes the big leap. 2000, the film Refugee. opposite Abhishek Bachchan. For a star kid with all that pressure, how was her debut received? Did she hit the ground running, or was it more gradual?
Oh, it was anything but gradual. Her performance in The Refugee wasn't just noticed, it was really lauded. She earned the Filmfare Award for Best Female Debut. That's one of India's biggest honors for new talent.
Right away.
Right away. And what's particularly noteworthy is that Refugee itself was unconventional. An intense drama, not your typical glamorous launchpad, especially for a star kid. It immediately signaled her willingness to take on complex, performance-driven roles. Rather than just, relying on her name or seeking easy commercial hits, it was a clear, emphatic signal she was here as a serious actor.
That's a powerful start. Seems like she was determined to prove her own acting chops right out of the gate, not just coast on the family name. And then came some roles that really cemented her status, particularly one character who became an absolute cultural phenomenon. Everyone, and I mean everyone, still talks about Pooh.
Yeah. Yes. What's truly fascinating here is how quickly she managed to create such an indelible mark, something that went way beyond just the film itself. In 2001, just a year after her debut, she played Pooh in Karan Johar's huge multi-star Kabhi Khushi Kabhie Gham. And that character didn't just get popular, she kind of represented this whole paradigm shift in how young, modern women were shown in Bollywood. Her unapologetic self-love, the bold fashion, those witty one-liners like good looks, and good looks.
Iconic.
Totally. It just transcended the screen, became a social phenomenon. Pooh wasn't just a character, she was an attitude almost, an aspirational figure who sort of gave a generation permission to embrace this new kind of self-assured femininity. That was pretty rare on screen before, especially in a big commercial film. She genuinely shaped pop culture with that role.
And she wasn't afraid to pivot either, right? To take on really challenging, unconventional roles. She didn't just stick to the glamorous stuff that could have easily guaranteed box office.
No, not at all. And this is such a crucial part of her early career strategy, I think.
Yeah.
By 2004, she earned massive critical acclaim for her nuanced and very brave portrayal of a sex worker in Chameli.
Right. A huge contrast.
Exactly. A stark contrast to Pooh, showcasing this incredible commitment to her craft. It proved she had serious range beyond the blockbusters, and she was willing to take real artistic risks. And she followed this up with other critically praised performances, like Dev in the same year, playing a victim of communal violence. And then Omkara in 2006, that gritty Shakespeare adaptation. It showed this unwavering dedication to versatility.
So fast forward, we're talking over 2 decades now. She's established herself as one of Bollywood's most successful, versatile, and highest-paid actresses. That's a monumental achievement, balancing all those different types of films, staying at the very top for so long in such a competitive, often unforgiving industry.
Yeah, and if you look at the broader landscape of Bollywood careers, her longevity isn't just luck. It feels like a masterclass in strategic planning and staying relevant. She hasn't just chased the commercial hits or mass appeal. She seems to have very intelligently balanced it with these critically acclaimed performances.
It's a balancing act.
It's a total balancing act, and it's maintained her artistic credibility while ensuring she still has that mass appeal. It's a tightrope walk few manage for so long without kind of sacrificing one for the other. It suggests she knows when to pivot, when to consolidate, and importantly, when to challenge expectations.
And there's another character, beyond Pooh, that earned her major awards and again became incredibly popular, really solidified her as a leading lady and got her one of Bollywood's top honors.
That would have to be Geet from Imtiaz Ali's Jab We Met in 2007.
Yes.
For that performance, she won the Filmfare Best Actress Award, a really significant achievement recognizing her individual talent. And Geet is another one of those truly iconic Bollywood female characters, just a beloved for her vivaciousness, her effervescence, her fiercely independent spirit.
So much energy.
Exactly. Her portrayal brought this fresh, relatable energy to the screen. She embodied a contemporary Indian woman who was both aspirational but also deeply human. It really cemented her place as a top-tier performer who could absolutely carry a film.
And beyond the critical praise and the iconic roles, she's also been a core part of India's biggest box office hits, proving she can consistently pull audiences in and drive major commercial success.
Absolutely. 3 Idiots in 2009, which she starred in, became one of India's highest-grossing films ever. But more than that, it sparked these huge national conversations about the pressures of the Indian education system. It showed she could lend her star power to films with a really powerful social message, too.
Right. It had impacts beyond the box office.
Totally. And she continued that streak. Major hits like Bodyguard in 2011, Bajrangi Bhaijaan in 2015, which was just phenomenal, and Good News in 2019. Her career really shows remarkable longevity, consistency, and this keen sense of what resonates with the mass audience. She's not just a critical darling, she's a genuine commercial powerhouse.
And she's also kept evolving with the times, which you have to do to stay relevant, right? Even making an impact on new platforms as the industry shifts towards streaming and more diverse content.
Indeed. Her 2023 OTT debut on Netflix with Jane John got widespread praise. It showed she could adapt seamlessly to streaming, embrace more mature, maybe unconventional roles, and Crew in 2024, that all-female-led heist comedy, was a big hit, proving her continued relevance, her appeal across different formats and genres. She also reunited with Amir Khan for Lal Singh Chadha in 2022, showing she's still in these significant, high-profile projects. Her willingness to explore different mediums, different narratives, it speaks volumes about her desire to stay right at the forefront.
It's not just acting, though, is it? She's known for so much more. She's often called the style queen of Bollywood, an undeniable trendsetter.
Yeah, and what's fascinating there is how her influence extends way beyond her film roles. She's become this broader cultural figure, almost an arbiter of taste. She's recognized as a definitive fashion trendsetter in India,
Yeah.
consistently setting new benchmarks for celebrity style.
Her airport looks alone.
Exactly. From red carpets to casual airport looks, her fashion is meticulously documented, widely copied. It really solidifies her status as a style icon. And that's a crucial, very visible part of her broader persona, her brand. It shows how she's cultivated an image that goes beyond just the characters she plays.
And she's an author, too, with some pretty personal and impactful books. It doesn't feel like just ghostwritten celebrity stuff, does it? It feels more like a genuine extension of her.
No, not at all. And this is where her maybe entrepreneurial spirit and her desire for authentic connection really come through. She co-authored The Style Diary of a Bollywood Diva, which, okay, that's a natural fit with her fashion icon status, but it was her pregnancy Bible that truly resonated. It became a national bestseller. And this wasn't just, a celebrity endorsement guide. It felt like a vulnerable, honest account of her own journey through motherhood. It broke down some societal pressures, maybe some taboos around pregnancy for Indian women. She shared practical advice alongside really personal reflections.
That takes courage.
It does. It offered this rare, empowering perspective. It showed a willingness to connect with her audience on a really intimate level, using her platform to demystify something often kept quite private.
And she's also a savvy entrepreneur and a really vocal activist, leveraging her platform for causes she believes in, moving beyond just being a celebrity to actual advocacy.
Indeed. She launched her own clothing line with Globus early on. She endorses several top brands. That shows sharp business sense beyond just acting. And furthermore, she's a very vocal advocate for feminism, for body positivity. She uses her voice to challenge societal norms, promote self-acceptance. A good example might be how frankly she discussed post-pregnancy body image. That resonated deeply in a culture often hyper-focused on celebrity appearances. It felt rare and empowering.
Yeah.
And she actively supports causes like education, women's rights, UNICEF. It really highlights how a public figure can effectively use their immense platform for social impact, turning celebrity into a force for good.
Let's touch briefly on her personal life, too, which has also been very public, very celebrated. Her marriage was a major event, right? Yeah. Further cementing that Bollywood royalty status.
Yes, on October 16, 2012, she married actor Saif Ali Khan. That formed one of Bollywood's most followed, most influential power couples. Their wedding was a huge media event. It brought together two really prominent film families, captivated the nation, this blend of glamour and lineage. It was a significant personal milestone, but one with huge public interest.
And they have two children now. Balancing such a high-profile career with motherhood, especially under that intense public scrutiny, must be incredibly demanding. Yet she seems to handle it with remarkable grace.
Yes, their sons are Taimur Ali Khan, born in 2016, and Jahangir Ali Khan, known affectionately as Jab, born in 2021. And it's interesting, she very consciously took the title Khan after marriage, signifying her marital identity. But she very deliberately continues her career under the name Kareena Kapoor Khan.
Right, keeping both.
Exactly. That choice kind of symbolizes both her marital bond and her enduring commitment to her own formidable family legacy. It feels like a deliberate choice, reflecting maybe a modern woman balancing personal happiness with professional identity, perhaps even subtly challenging traditional naming conventions by keeping her maiden surname so prominently.
Okay, so looking back at everything we've unpacked today, from that incredible family history and her brief but significant academic detours, to her amazing versatility on screen, her ventures into fashion, writing, her activism. How would you sum up Kareena Kapoor Khan's legacy? What's the lasting impression she leaves on Bollywood?
Well, if we try to connect it all to the bigger picture, I think she's unequivocally regarded as one of the defining actresses of 21st century Bollywood. No question. Her career is just an outstanding testament to consistent evolution, successfully balancing those huge commercial blockbusters with critically meaningful cinema. Like we said, that tightrope walk few managed for so long. She hasn't just been a survivor in the industry, she's been a true innovator, consistently setting trends, breaking molds.
It really sounds like she's managed to stay not just relevant, but truly influential across different generations of fans, filmmakers, which is incredibly rare in such a fast-paced, constantly changing industry like Bollywood.
Yeah.
And she's created characters that have become genuine cultural touchstones.
Precisely. Her characters Geet from Job We Met and Pooh from Kabhi Khushi Kabhi Gham.
They aren't just memorable roles. They are truly among Bollywood's most iconic female characters, full stop. They showed her profound, lasting cultural impact, shaping aspirations, defining a kind of femininity for an entire era. Her whole journey just shows the sustained ability to innovate, to influence, and of course to entertain. Constantly redefining what it means to be a leading lady, a fashion icon, and a woman of substance in Indian cinema for, well, over 2 decades now. What an incredible deep dive. A true Bollywood phenomenon. From her storied family tree and those interesting early detours to her groundbreaking impact as an actress, author, entrepreneur, advocate, Kareena Kapoor Khan has truly carved out this unique, powerful space for herself, not just in the industry, but really in the cultural imagination of India.
Her journey really is a masterclass, adapting, thriving in a constantly changing, incredibly demanding industry, all while maintaining, it seems, a real authenticity and a powerful voice. She really exemplifies what it means to be a modern icon.
Well, thank you for joining us on this exploration of such an enduring icon. We hope you feel much more informed and maybe even a little inspired by the remarkable legacy of Kareena Kapoor Khan.
And as you reflect on her career, maybe consider this provocative thought. In an age where celebrity is often so fleeting, careers can rise and fall in moments. What fundamental blend of talent, strategic choices, and maybe personal authenticity allows certain individuals, like Kareena Kapoor Khan, to not just survive, but to consistently redefine and expand their influence for over 2 decades? What makes a star truly last, and how much of that is self-made versus, say, the power of inherent legacy? Something to think about.